Dear friends, good morning on Wednesday the 10th of February. In Luke chapter 18 and verse 1, we are told that Jesus told his disciples a parable to show them that they should always pray and not give up. I always find that sentence such a comfort because I am often tempted to give up on prayer. There are some people for whom I've prayed for nearly 40 years and still there seems to be no spark of spiritual interest in their lives. I prayed for the healing of others for many years and their problems seem to get no better. At other times I hardly pray at all for someone, and I find that they've been blessed by God way beyond what I've asked, or someone I haven't been praying for at all comes to life spiritually. Prayer is such a mystery, isn't it? But clearly, Jesus doesn't want us to give up on it, and that's why he tells the parable of the persistent widow. In the story, an unjust judge is badgered by a persistent widow, so that in the end he provides her with the justice that she asks for, just to keep her quiet. Jesus says that if even this unjust judge eventually puts things right for this widow, how much more will God bring about justice quickly when his chosen ones cry to him? I find a number of encouragements here which keep me praying. First, God answers our prayers quickly. We may think that he's reluctant to answer our prayers, like the unjust judge, because we don't always see the answers that we seek. But God is not like that. He always answers quickly. Secondly, we may think that God is unjust because he doesn't always seem to answer our prayers in the ways that we think must be in accordance with his will. For instance, for someone's healing or conversion or deliverance. But the parable assures us that God is just, and his quick response to our prayers is always in accordance with his just and perfect will. I sometimes think that things that I see God doing that I haven't prayed for are sometimes ways in which he answers my prayers. Thirdly, prayer is a matter of crying out to God day and night. I know that some people are suffering from chronic pain, unbearable sadness and disappointment in their families, heartbreaking bereavement, or devastating situations in relationships or careers, and all of us are crying out to God for an end to the pandemic. There are seldom quick answers when we cry out to God about these agonies, but that doesn't mean that God is not answering our prayers. He is, and quickly. And perhaps the fact that we're still praying is the greatest answer of all to our prayers. We still believe that he's there, and that he hears, and that he answers our prayers, and that he is just. And fourthly, I think this is what Jesus means in the last verse. However, when the Son of Man comes, will he find faith on the earth? By the time that Jesus returns, will we have given up on trusting God and praying to him? Or will we still be faithfully trusting him to answer our cries and to bring about the justice that we long for in the ways that he, the sovereign Lord over heaven and earth, sees fit? Do you know the acronym for faith? Feeling afraid, I trust him. I think that's a pretty good definition of prayer, and it keeps me praying. God bless you today.